I've been coming to these since 2010 because they're absolutely amazing. The room is packed. There's rooms all around us that are full of people, and there's folks that are watching this on live stream. And we're all here for a clash of ideas, an intellectual battle, a debate, and the kind of things that you would normally, words you'd use to characterize a negative thing, a bad thing, a civil war on the right, if you will. But it's actually quite the opposite. This shows the vibrancy of the ideas on the right. The fact that young people, in this case all young men, want to come to Washington, D.C., but young ladies throughout the whole audience, and young Bruce Jenners, want to come to D.C. not just to get coffee, but to talk about ideas and try to figure it out and try to solve the world. That's fantastic. You don't hear that on the left. You're never going to hear in this room tonight, the science is settled, the debate is over. You're not going to hear, you can't say that. You're going to lose your job. Well, actually, you may lose your jobs if you say something. He's watching. But it's also an old debate. The debate between conservatism and libertarianism wasn't solved in the pages of National Review by Russell Kirk and Frank Myers. We're probably not going to solve it tonight. But the history of debate is even older than that. It was huge with the Sons of Liberty and the founding of the United States, at that time over beers, which some of us will be having later. And then the Federalist Papers, something that is cherished by Cato and cherished by Heritage. These papers were debates, people putting their ideas out there, people fighting, the best minds in Western civilization, not afraid to confront each other. And it's something which has kind of been put by the wayside in the United States, something that has been overshadowed by shouting matches on television, which can be entertaining, but aren't as illuminating and aren't as vibrant intellectually as I think the conversation we're going to have here tonight. Excuse me. Today's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And keep in mind, I know, at least when I started coming here in 2010, it's like, oh yeah, get them. We're going to win. We're going to crush the opposition. And it switches from year to year what you think. Your ideas are not set in stone. Everyone's here not just to cheer for their team, but to learn. We're trying to sharpen our ideals. It's important practice to debate, whether it's at the kitchen or here on the stage, to be able to understand your ideas so well that you can defend them. And also to learn about your opponent's ideas and see maybe you were wrong here, maybe you changed. Whether it's Bill Buckley or whoever you have, their ideas have changed over decades. And these are people who we consider founders of the modern conservative movement, the libertarian movement, or at least founders of the right. Let's settle on that. So to that measure, some of the rules I would like are for people to show their approval with applause, and please keep from booing. You guys can fight it out afterwards off Cato property.
Just you know will by and by.
You're fucking a white male!
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of the majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group. Die, sis,
There are 3 genders, 4 genders, even 5. I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games. Because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Are games racist? Yeah.
To get a white baby. The less white babies on this planet, the less of you we got, boo.
Blood is on
I hope they kill all the white babies. Kill them all right now. Kill them. Kill your grandkids. Kill yourself.
You're saying that I can't have a hairstyle because your culture? Why? Do you know I was in Egyptian culture? Are you Egyptian? You're not, right? You're not. Are you Egyptian? No, but doesn't matter. You know what, dude, go. You have no right to tell me what I can write. Huh? Yo, bro, stop touching me. You're running out. Get off me. That's some shit because what the hair I have? That's no reason, yo. I don't need your disrespect. I don't need your disrespect.
Why are you filming this?
Just for everyone's safety.
How's that Western economic system we gave you? How's that industrial system we gave you? How is this country we gave you?
Alleged kidnapping and torture streamed live on Facebook. A white teenager with special needs tied up and beaten as a group of young African Americans shouting anti-white slurs and calling out Donald Trump.
What the fuck? I'm not the pretty fucking helpless princess in distress. I'm pretty fucking powerful and ready for success. Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy. I kill my kids.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Thank you, good night, and may the force be with you.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.